Welcome to episode 6 of the Unemployed Journeyman with Borussia Dortmund here in the German Bundesliga. And if you remember at the start of my time with Dortmund, we had a German Super Cup game against Bayern Munich as our first competitive game at the club. And we got hammered 4-0, I think it was. And now we've got them again in the league away from home. We're about to put our hand in the mouth of the lion. Hopefully we get away with at least a couple of fingers left over afterwards. If we have a look at where we were since you were last with me, you were here for the games against Freiburg in the league and Sporting in the Champions League. A 1-1 draw against Freiburg. Angelo Stiller getting a penalty goal for us. Yusuf and Makoku giving Freiburg a lead also from a penalty in the 28th minute. Then we played Sporting and won 2-1. We went behind to a Christian Campos goal on the 12th minute, but then Maxime Esteve and Dijon Kamiri getting the goals to give us the win. After that, we then played against Hertha Berlin with our very much rotated team in this game. Schlotterbeck still played in it and Erez Levi still played in it. But other than that, it was pretty much a fully rotated side. And it was a bit of a stressful game as well. If we have a look at the stats, you can see that we had 8 shots on target to their 5. We dominated possession. They had a slightly better XG than us. So they went 1-0 up in the 7th minute before Reina pulled it back to 1-1. Then they went 2-1 up in the 60th minute before Barcola dragged it back to 2-2 in the 86th minute. And then Barcola again in the 95th minute with an Erez Levi assist to make it 3-2. We just about got through that. And I was thinking at the time that we really don't want it to go to extra time. With the fixtures we got coming up, we could really do without having an extra time game. And thankfully, Bradley Barcola saved us from extra time right at the last knock-ins. Then this was quite frustrating because we then went back to our full strength side for the game against Hertha Berlin in the league just a few days later. And we drew that 2-2. And I just kind of looked and thought, if we've beaten them with our backup team predominantly, then surely we're going to beat them with our main team. But no, it wasn't to be the case. Again, if we go and have a look at the stats, 7 shots on target, an XG of 2.93, 63% possession, much better pass completion. I mean, 21 shots in total. 14 of those shots were off target. And our wastefulness has come back to haunt us on this occasion. And if we get opportunities against Bayern Munich today, we can't be wasteful like we are at the moment. We have to take them opportunities. Again, we went 1-0 down. They scored from the penalty spot after 29 minutes. Karen Konate then making it 1-1 before Konate then assisted to make it 2-1 for a Ricard Fontas goal. Then Akali got them back level at 2-2 and Konate scored in the 93rd minute. I was leaping up and down with joy. Then I realised it had been disallowed. So, yeah, very frustrating to have another disallowed goal. Then we played Fenerbahce in the Champions League. And again, a very strong lineup, pretty much our first team. Albin Lafont obviously in goal because he is my Europa League goalkeeper. A 0-0 draw against Fenerbahce, who were something like 20th in the league at the time. Then we played against Bayer Leverkusen and we actually looked a lot better. We looked really good in this game. The scoreline suggests it was a close game, and indeed it was a close game. If the high stats want to hurry up and load, then I can show you here that we had 9 shots on target to their 2. Much better XG, dominated possession. We were back to what I would consider to be our best. Only 5 shots that we had were off target. Kamiri getting the first goal. They equalised in the 50th minute, and then Erez Levi getting a goal after coming on as a substitute on the right-hand side. I've been bringing him on the right-hand side, giving him a bit of game time along there to see if he's worth having out there with maybe Barcola or Fontas, whoever, over on the left. And an Esteve assist for Levi to get the goal. Very happy to see him score. Then we played Schalke in the league, a 4-0 win in this game as well. And as you can see, Erez Levi and Konate both starting. Can only mean one thing though. I didn't go 2 up top. Levi started out on that right-hand side. And again, if we have a look at the stats for this game, I mean, look at how dominant we were. This was a slaughtering. It really was. Schlotterbeck from a Stiller corner in the first minute of the game. I think it's 52 seconds. Then they scored an own goal, which was actually Erez Levi bursting down this right-hand side. He beat his man to get into the box, crossed it in towards Konate, but Geertz was there to accidentally score for us and made it 2-0. Then Levi got a goal with a Gaston Nunez assist. Stiller then missed a penalty, but Schlotterbeck scoring from a Barcola corner in the 51st minute. That was 4-0. In all honesty, we probably should have scored more, but I'm not going to complain. It was a great game, great performance, an XG of 3.53, 12 shots on target, 71% possession, 94% pass completion. That is phenomenal. That's got to be one of the top pass completion games we've had ever, quite honestly. So yeah, a 4-0 win. That means in the Bundesliga, the way the table looks at the moment, we have played 15 games. We've won 12, drawn 3, lost none. We have a goal difference of 40. We have 39 points. We're 2 points ahead of RB Leipzig. Games have already played today. So the fact we've got 2 games in hand over Leipzig is a bit false. It's really only 1 because we play our second game in hand today against Bayern Munich. Bayern, on the other hand, 15 games played, 9 wins, 3 draws, 3 defeats. They've lost all away from home to Eintracht Frankfurt, Hertha Berlin and Borussia Mönchengladbach. The 3 games they've drawn, 2 of them are away from home against Leipzig and Werder Bremen. And the 1 home game they've drawn was against Schalke, who we've just smashed 4-0. So, yeah, it's looking very good. I mean, they're 9 points behind us. If we draw today, not only would that make the lead against Leipzig 3 points, but it would keep a 9-point lead between us and Bayern Munich at almost the halfway stage of the season. We do go on a winter break after today. So we've got Bayern Munich here on the 20th. We next play on the 10th of January against Leipzig. So after this game, obviously I'll play through the game until we get to the game against Leipzig. We did originally, I think it's because I've taken friendlies out of here. Yeah, so we have got a friendly against Malaga a week before the game against Leipzig. So obviously I'll play that offline and then we'll come back for the game against Leipzig in part 2. Here we are then. And this is a team we're going to be going out with for the game against Bayern Munich at the Allianz. Gebhardt in goal, Carnevali left back, Dijk right back, Schlotterbeck and Esteve in the centre of defence, Stiller, Beckhus and Kamiri in the centre of midfield, Barcola and Levi out wide with Konate through the middle. We do have one injury, that's Gaston Nunez. He's out for up to 9 more days with a pulled thigh suffered during training. That's why Dijk has been given the role on the right-hand side. It's either him or Makic, or whatever his name is. Where is he? Noah Mikic. And since he was so poor in the previous game against Bayern Munich, I don't have any faith in him, quite honestly. This position here is up for debate. We could have had Carolot in there. We could have had Farina in there. We could have had Bidstrup in there. I've not really kind of set that down. I kind of go with Stiller because he takes a lot of free kicks for us and corners. So, yeah, he's basically our best corner kick taker. That's really the reason why I go with him. Carnevali has been out of the last couple of games with an injury. He is back. He is fit. And there's no fitness test required. He is available for the full game. Hopefully he can do the job for us. Right, let's get into it. I am keen to see what Levi and Konate can do in their roles. Konate obviously up top and Levi out wide. And yeah, in case you're wondering, Levi does still get offside playing on the right-hand side. So this is the Bayern Munich team. Van Persie, I'm assuming that's Shaquille Van Persie. Musiala, they've just got a ridiculously strong team, haven't they? But we have been playing well. We're having a good season. I'm not expecting to necessarily win this game, but if we can get something from the game, a draw maybe, that would be amazing. If we can just look a lot better than we did in the first time we played them. The first highlight is with them though. We do manage to clear the ball temporarily, but it's with Tell. He's going to come back at us with the ball. They're playing it around. We win it back and clear it upfield, but we can't keep hold of the ball. We keep giving it back to Bayern Munich. They're going to punish us. We can't just keep giving them the ball. Here's Kone, and it's over the bar, thankfully. It's gone out for a corner, so I'm assuming it took a deflection. Ez Abdi is going to take the corner. Never heard of him, I've got to be honest. But I'll tell you what, that was a great goal from Matthias de Ligt from Ez Abdi's corner. And Bayern are 1 up, less than 10 minutes on the clock. It's not started well. I just think we need to try and at some point win this league. I mean, here he goes with another corner. Oh my word, I thought it was going to be another Matthias de Ligt goal. He is a problem. Whoever this Ez Abdi is, he is a problem. He knows how to take a corner. He goes in again, and this time Tell heads it over the bar. We need to stop giving away corners. And we need to try and believe in ourselves, because we are a good team. We know we are. We've seen what we can do. Ball over the top. Here's Canate. He's through on goal. Oh my. Oh, I think it was offside anyway. Oh, no, it's not. It's a goal kick, which makes it even worse. The fact that he's put that. This is what I mean about how wasteful we are, because you at least get that on target. You're one-on-one with a keeper. You've at least got to get it on target. If the keeper saves it, you can kind of understand a little bit. But to put it wide like that is just, it's unforgivable, quite honestly. Right, here comes Bayern Munich again. Carnevale wins the ball back, gives it to Schlotterbeck. Beckhus goes out to Carnevale. He can bring it forward. Finds Bradley Barcola. Can we fashion a chance from this position? Puts the ball in the box, and it's a goal from Erez Levi. 9th goal of the season. Erez Levi lurking at that back post. Great ball from Bradley Barcola, found him, and we are back on level terms just before half-time. Can we keep hold of this lead going into the half-time break, or have Bayern got another goal in them right now? It'd be such a shame if we can't keep hold of this level scoreline going in at half-time. I mean, boys, just win the ball back. Here's Tell, and there you go, 2-1. Oh, it's annoying. I mean, all the highlights are going Bayern's way, with the exception of the one where we scored. Match momentum-wise, it's all them. Stats is, I mean, we're dominating possession. We've actually got the better pass completion and the better XG. So, am I wrong in saying we've actually been the better team in that half? When you consider, yes, they've had more shots and more shots on target, but that is literally, and you know, obviously the fact they scored 2 goals compared to our 1, but they're the only stats that, yeah, I think you've been unlucky so far. I think that's what we will go for. Come on, boys. We can do this. We can get something from this game. Gebhardt with the goal kick to Esteve. Gives it to Samson Dyke. Canate to Levi. He's found Beckhus. Beckhus is through. Oh, at least he's actually made the keeper make a save, unlike Canate in the first half. We're going to have a corner. It'll be Stiller to take it from that right-hand side. He's going to whip it in. Near post, maybe? It is, but Costa, who is a world-class goalkeeper, comes out and claims it. Maybe it's a little too close to the keeper. Maybe we didn't do a good enough job of marking him out of it a bit. But we have a free kick. Carnevale puts the ball in the box. Oh, and we got a header onto it, and I think it's gone over the bar. We've started the second half well. Carnevale is getting rather tired. Samson Dyke's not having a good game on the right-hand side. They have a corner. They put it into the box. Ez Abdi, oof. Right, we're going to have to make some substitutions. I'm going to need to take Dyke off because he's really not playing particularly well. I'm trying to give him a chance because I want him to be a success for us. But Karen Canate, likewise, is not having the best of times. I think we go with Ricard Fontes up top. The other problem this is going to cause me as well is if Karen Canate is going to start putting in some poor performances, I'm going to be tempted to put Levi back up top. The fact that he's got to go out on that right-hand side, I want to kind of leave him in that position because that could be his new role. Well, we've made a couple of changes. Don't want to do too many too soon. But I think we'll probably make our next change because we have got some players not looking particularly fit. Kamiri is not having the greatest game. So I think we'll bring him off for Giovanni Reina. And then there's Adeyemi. See, our 2 wide players are actually playing really well. But I'm just wondering if we maybe bring Adeyemi on for Erez Levi. I don't know. I think that might be all. I'm going to move Schlotterbeck out here because Carnevale is tiring. Bring Frederick Reuter in. I think that will be the next change we make. Right, the changes have not taken effect yet because there's a highlight. Schlotterbeck has it to Beckhus. On to Barcola. Finds Ricard Fontas. Erez Levi needs to get himself into the box, which he has done. Here's Beckhuse again. Oh, it's a goal. It's 2-2. 7th goal of the season for Beckhuse. I think it was Barcola as well with the assist. We are back on level terms. Yes, we do want to make the tactical changes. Oh, my word. We are putting up a good fight here. I am happy with this performance. Even if we end up losing, I am happy so far with this performance. I think we've been very decent against Bayern Munich in this game. And make one more change. I think Stiller can come off. Carolot can come on for him, just to give us a bit of energy in the engine room of the midfield. I mean, yeah, you could argue we've not had as many shots as Bayern, but possession-wise, pass completion, XG is the same. We have done really well to get a draw against Bayern Munich at the Allianz Arena. I am happy with that. And that is a real sign of progress as well, considering we got thumped in the same ground by the same team at the beginning of the season in the German Super Cup. We've kept them 9 points clear of us. Now we've got a winter break, then we've got Leipzig. This draw against Bayern will mean nothing if we then go and get beaten by RB Leipzig. So let's get to the game. Okay, we've got a bit of a problem because we've just had this email from the board that they are reducing the available transfer spend. We had 60 odd million in the bank, and they've reduced it to £375,000. They've basically taken 60 million out of my transfer budget. The available wage budget has also been cut, which means that not only do we only have this in our transfer budget, but we also are now overspent on our wage budget. They better not hold that against me, because I was underspent on my wage budget before they reduced it. We were on 3,750 beforehand. And yeah, that is not good news. Our overall balance is minus 21.2 million. I don't know where this 60 million's gone to, because it's not improved the bank balance at all. What it also does affect is that we were planning on selling Noah Mikic to RB Leipzig for £34 million. And we'd already agreed with Mönchengladbach to bring in Joe Scally, who can play right and left hand side, for 53 million. These are clearly not going to go through now, because if we can't sign him, then I'm certainly not prepared to sell him, especially considering I don't know. I hate finances in Football Manager, I really do. Right, it looks like we could be having another Barcelona situation on our hands here. Okay, I don't know what's going on. We haven't played Malaga yet. Where's the schedule? There it is. We're due to play them in a couple of days' time in a friendly. And then 8 days later, we've got RB Leipzig on the telly at home. So I'll meet you back here for Leipzig, and I'll give you an update on what's happened with regards to who's gone in, who's gone out, finances. I'm assuming it's going to be that no one's gone out, no one's come in, and we're in a terrible financial position. Okay, here we are. It's match day for the game against RB Leipzig. There's been a lot of transfer news to bring you up to speed on. So we've had offers come in for several of our big names. Ramco Beckhuse has had a couple of offers come in. This one here from Barcelona, 50 million rising to 69 million. And then most recently from Real Madrid, 51 million rising to 71 million. I have rejected both offers. It came up on the negotiation screen that he's not that bothered because it's not Arsenal, basically. So he's not come to me and complained about it. None of them have, in actual fact. We've also had offers from Barcola, RB Leipzig and Real Madrid. We've had RB Leipzig have offered 53 million rising to 60 million. Real Madrid, 51 million rising to 69 million. Again, we said no to both of those. And again, because he wants to join Liverpool, he's not too fussed about it either. And Angelo Stiller, who would rather join Manchester United, I think it is, we've had an offer from Fiorentina, a non-negotiable offer, a 37 million rising to 50 million. Now, the only one that really concerns me at the moment, I mean, they all concern me to a little bit, because if Liverpool coming, Man United coming for Stiller, or Liverpool for Barcola, or Arsenal for Beckhuse, then they're all going to want to go. Now, Beckhuse does have a £68 million release clause in his contract. So obviously, if anyone offers me a straight 68 million, then I have no choice. It will get accepted on my behalf. However, if nobody comes in with that, then I'm just simply not going to sell him. Even if it's his preferred club, Arsenal, I'm going to try and say no and then renegotiate with him. I would try and offer him a new contract, but the fact that other clubs are interested in him, his agent will just tell me he's got no interest in negotiating a new contract while clubs are interested in him. So I'm hoping when the January transfer window closes, A, he's still here, and B, we can then negotiate a new contract which removes that £68 million release clause. So yeah, that has been a problem. In terms of ingoings and outgoings, we have sold Mikic. Mikic has gone to RB Leipzig. He could actually play against us today. He's gone for 34 million. I think 26 million or something was added to our transfer budget. The main reason why I sold him is because it now means we're back under budget again. You know, both on the current spend and the committed spend. We have £26.8 million in the transfer budget. Unfortunately, it's not enough to get Joe Scally through the door because the bid for him is 53 million. We have delayed it by a week. I'm not really sure why, because I know I'm not going to get the money. But what I am kind of thinking is if I can delay it by another week as well, if any of the other transfers do go through, you know, say Beckhuse, for example, I'm forced into selling him, then we could then activate this one. But as it is at the moment, with that being £53 million, we need, another 27 million to be able to put that transfer through. But it feels like it's all falling apart. I've had players that I've had to send home because they got the cold. They're back now, thankfully. I've got Karim Konate away on international duty. But let's get into the game. Oh, it feels like it's all falling apart. It really does. Right. By the way, it's worth noting, Bayern Munich have lost to Union Berlin. That is huge. If we look at the table, we are 9 points ahead of Bayern Munich with this game against RB Leipzig as our game in hand. We're 3 points ahead of Leipzig with a game in hand over them. We'll still have a game in hand after today's game. If they beat us, they will not go above us because it is goal difference, the first rule that gets sorted by. So unless they beat us like 10-0, something stupid like that, then we will still be top of the table by the end of today's episode. This episode could well be a long episode. I'm going to have to do well with some editing to try and keep it to below 30 minutes, I think. Right, here we go. We have got a couple of changes. Konate is out, so Levi moves up top with Adeyemi coming in on the right-hand side, and I brought in Carolot for this game in place of Angelo Stiller. So we have Gebhardt in goal, Carnevale left back, Nunez is back in at the right back, Schlotterbeck and Esteve in the centre of defence, Ott, Beckhuse and Kamiri in the midfield, Barcola and Adeyemi out wide, Levi up top. Carnevale has recently won the award for European Golden Boy as well. So well done to him for that. Proves that we have brought over a very good signing from Monaco. Right, let's get into it. We've done the business against Bayern Munich in part one. Can we do the business as well against RB Leipzig? I'm going to call it now. If we win this game, I will have us down as favourites to win the Bundesliga. And I never thought I was going to be saying this at the start of the season. I really didn't. Right, the first highlight's been going a little while. We have the ball. Adeyemi is on the right-hand side. Goes infield. It's going to be a penalty. Right, Stiller's not on the field, so Stiller will not be there to take it. Konate is also not there to take it. So I don't know who's going to take our penalty. It's not going to be Levi because he's terrible at penalties. It could be Adeyemi. Who is taking the penalty? Come on, reveal yourself. Adeyemi is the man. Oh, and he's missed it. Oh, you absolute... Oh. Barcola with the corner now. Also, we don't have Stiller playing in. Oh, and you see the post. Schlotterbeck hits the post. Gets it back to Barcola. Oh, and Kamiri with a shot that's saved by the keeper. We are all over Leipzig in these opening couple of minutes of the game. Barcola with the corner again from this left-hand side. Goes back post. Oh, and I thought Levi was going to be able to get on the end of it to maybe volley it into the far left-hand corner or something. I don't really care how the goals go in. I just want them to go in. But yeah, we have been dominant so far in these opening 10 minutes. We have the ball again on this highlight. Adeyemi, can he make up for his missed penalty? Oh, is it the post? Oh, my word. We've hit the woodwork twice in the opening 15 minutes of this game. We've missed a penalty as well. I mean, you could look at, we could be about 3-0 up at this point. Football Manager, why are you so cruel? Adeyemi's on a 6 rate. Right, they have a corner. On the left-hand side, Danny Olmo takes it, goes, oh, this usually goes in, this type of shot. Oh. When I've seen them so far in Football Manager, they do tend to result in a goal. Danny Olmo with the free kick, and Gebhardt's made a really good save there. Leipzig getting right back into the game here. Olmo take the corner on the right-hand side. It's an outswinger. We're not dealing with it. Oof. That guy there, just outside the box, that's who the corner kicks go to. He's got a shot on him. There's no doubt about that. Jacobson or something, I think his name is. Well, here's Nunes on the right-hand side. Gets past his man. Well, he did. Goes back in field to Adeyemi. Beckhus. Barcola. Finds Nunes. Erez Levi! Oh, the referee's got his finger in his ear. Oh, why do I get excited? Surely that's not offside. Come on, ref, give it. Oh, it's been disallowed. A missed penalty. A disallowed goal. Twice we've hit the woodwork. We've had 2 clear-cut chances. Oh, I don't believe this first half. I mean, you look at the stats now, and it doesn't look quite as one-sided towards us as what it did, because RB Leipzig did come back into it again. And we've given the ball, that's the guy, Jakubowski, however you pronounce his name. Sancho, there you go, they scored. Oh, dear. Adeyemi's having a terrible game, I've got to say. I think we'll have to take him off at half-time. Right. I was so annoyed. Genuinely, I am quite angry. Because this doesn't happen to other teams, it happens to us, and I'm really getting fed up with it happening. Right. I think I'm going to bring Fontas on, swap him over with Erez Levi. We'll make that change at half-time. Oh, I'm just so angry. Right, they have another corner. It really feels like everything is just... I know I keep saying it, but it feels like everything's falling apart. £60 million transfer budget just taken away from us. And they must have known we was negotiating an offer for another player. Oh, they're through. João Neves. Oof, he should have scored that. I think, to be fair to Gebhardt, I think he actually made a very good save. Right, here's Danny Olmo again. We don't really clear it. Jakubowski, Beckhus intercepts it, gives it to Levi. Carnevali now on this left-hand side. Kamiri to Carnevali. Finds Erez Levi. Oh. I really don't think we deserve to be losing this game. It's just so cruel. It really is. Barcola with the corner, puts it in. Oh, and it's a goal from Schlotterbeck. Nico Schlotterbeck with his 5th goal of the season. Oh, our big man at the back comes to our rescue. A corner kick has saved us. Well, for now it has anyway. Right, they have a corner now. It's not Olmo's taken. I don't know if he's been taken off. Is Jack... I told you he's got a shot on him, didn't I? Oh, I'm clairvoyant. I can see into the future, folks. And at the moment, the future's not looking bright. Leipzig take the lead, or retake the lead, a 2-1 up. We have a corner that goes into the box. It's cleared. Levi still somehow has the ball. On this left-hand side, he's going in. He's going it alone. Bit of a better finish, and he could have actually got us back level again. But here's Beckhus with the corner on the right-hand side. In-swinger towards the back post. Oh, Levi thought that was going to drop for him. He does pick up the loose ball. On the left-hand side, puts the ball into the box towards Kamiri. Oh, here's Gaston Nunes. Can he get the ball in the box? No, the highlight just ends. Right, here's Carnevali now. It is all us. We are putting so much pressure on them. Can we make it count? No. Levi. Barcola. Oh, it's over the bar. Right, changes the clock. Levi's not really having a... Right, who we got here? Carolot is having a terrible game, so Angelo Stiller can come on for him. We bring Rayner on for Kamiri as well. I think I'll probably just do the 2 changes. Oh, we're missing Kanate. We have been the better team. This is a frustration. It really is, because we don't deserve to lose this. But I think we're going to bottle it. I really do. Ball goes into the box towards Barcola. Oh, his 8th goal of the season. It's 2-2. Bradley Barcola in the 90th minute of the match. Right, we're going to make a couple more substitutions. Samson Dyke can come on for Gaston Nunez because he's knackered beyond belief. Bradley Barcola's knackered, so we'll bring on Dieter Hesse for him. Oh, well, we're about to get a draw out of this. Twice behind. We have a habit of going behind in games, by the way. 5 minutes of time to be added on. Please, boys, just hold out. And we do. And I'll tell you what, even though stats-wise I feel we should have won that game. I mean, an XG of 0.98, they scored 2 goals. We've got an XG of 2.66 and we scored 2 goals. 50-50 possession-wise. Pass completion, identically the same. We've had more shots at goal, more shots on target. Much better XG. It kind of feels a bit like a loss, even though we've drawn. But the important thing is, you're unlucky today, that's fine. The important thing is we've played Bayern Munich and RB Leipzig, and we are no worse off. In actual fact, we're a point better off from Bayern Munich. We're now 10 points ahead of them in the table. We keep the gap with Leipzig at 3 points with a game in hand over them as well. That has not been as bad an episode as what I was thinking it was going to be when we were losing to Leipzig. Gaston Nunez is going to be suspended. What I didn't see, by the way, I don't know if you guys noticed it, but did Mikic make his appearance against us? I mean, he's competing with Yuri and Timber, so I don't think he's really going to... There he is. He's on the... So he did actually come on against us, actually, to be fair. So he has played against his former club. But there you have it. A draw against Bayern, a draw against Leipzig. Coming up games, we've got Köln, who are 12th. We've got Union Berlin, who are 17th. The fact they beat Bayern Munich, that is even more surprising. Frankfurt, I think what we'll do is we'll probably come back for Mönchengladbach and Hamburg in the league. We'll get through the rest of January, hopefully survive the transfer window. And we'll also know, or hopefully know by then, who we're going to be playing in the round of 16 of the Europa League. So, yeah, that will be tomorrow's episode. Thank you very much for joining me for this one. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, all that sort of stuff. And I'll see you tomorrow for the next episode. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.